What if the first major Asian immigration to America had been to the East Coast instead of the West Coast? In our timeline, Asian immigrants primarily arrived on America's West Coast, establishing communities in California, Oregon, and Washington from the 1850s onward. But what if economic opportunities, shipping routes, and immigration policies had instead directed the first major waves of Asian immigrants to New York, Boston, and other eastern ports? Manhattan's Chinatown would have emerged decades earlier and grown to be the largest in the Western world, becoming a powerful economic and cultural center, rivaling London's East End. The famous cuisine of the American Northeast would have evolved dramatically different, with dim sum becoming as quintessentially Boston as clam chowder. Political power would have shifted dramatically, with Asian American voting blocs becoming decisive in East Coast elections as early as 1920. The architecture of cities like Baltimore and Philadelphia would showcase fascinating East-West fusion styles, with pagoda-inspired rooflines and Chinese garden influences in public parks. Hollywood might never have emerged as the film capital, with the first major American film studios potentially developing in New York's Asian districts, creating a completely different cinematic language. During World War II, the tragic internment of Japanese Americans would have primarily affected East Coast communities, potentially facing even harsher conditions in the Atlantic coastal defense zones. The civil rights movement of the 1960s might have featured stronger Asian-Black coalition building, with Chinatown and Harlem leaders forming powerful alliances in New York City. West Coast cities like San Francisco and Seattle would have developed completely different cultural identities, perhaps more influenced by Mexican and Latin American immigration instead. The tech boom of Silicon Valley might instead have emerged around Boston or New York, with Asian American entrepreneurs establishing America's technology hub along the eastern seaboard. How would America's cultural, political, and economic landscape be different today if the centers of Asian American influence had developed on the opposite coast? And would you like to see more alternate history scenarios like this one?